Hey, everyone. Hey. It's your girl, Precious Williams. And I am the proud founder and CEO of Perfect Pitches by Precious. And yes, I am also the host of the Keeping It Real with the Killer Pitch Master show. I'm so glad that you all are here. As you know, when we start off, just want to, address some things. I know for some of you, you may not ever have met me before, so I'll give a little intro about myself. I am a 13-time national elevator pitch champion. I have successfully appeared on Shark Tank, CNN, Wall Street Journal, Forbes magazine, movies and documentaries around the world. I'm also from the inner city of St. Louis, Missouri. I'm a former attorney. I'm a serial entrepreneur, a corporate trainer, and an international professional speaker. And the reason why I come to you all live on LinkedIn on Sundays is because, hey, it's the start of a new week. And I also truly believe in showcasing and showing to you something that's different. I'm not here to sell to you all the time. I'm here to actually teach and to train. That is my skill set. Those are my gifts. And so unlike a lot of other shows, I consider this to be interactive. So even though I don't have guests on, my audience are my guests. And so when I say something that resonates, I want you all to put something in the comments. If I ask a question, put it in the comments because I will address each and every comment. I'm so excited to have you all here today. Again, this is the Keeping It Real with the Killer Pitchmaster show. And today, let's talk about something that I allude to often in these lives, but I definitely think it bears repeating. I want to talk about how to be unapologetic, how to unapologetically break the mold as a speaker and win. Yes, I know so many of you all are seeing so many of the same speakers are speaking in all these stages and everything like that. And after a while, you feel like you know their shtick, you know what they're going to say and stuff like that. And I want to challenge you, at least from my perspective. I'm hearing the same things, and even I have to remind myself that we have to keep it up. We have to keep up the momentum. We have to keep up the full court press. But also, one of the things I really want to share with you all is I embrace difference. I don't want to be like anybody else as a speaker. I don't want to talk about the same things other people are talking about. I think that in order to be the speaker you always want to be, you should break the mold. So if you are used to seeing speakers who wear suits and they're always, so buttoned up, you can be different. When I was an attorney in the great state of New York, I used to wear hot pink and hot purple suits to court. That was ridiculous. But for me, that was part of me, my brand. I am not the same as everybody else, and I don't want to be treated the same way as everybody else. My law school experience wasn't like everybody else's. So the reason why I want to come to you today is if you are a speaker, in the comments, I want you to write the word speaker. If you're an entrepreneur, in the comments, I want you to write the word entrepreneur. Today, just like every day that we're here on the Keeping It Real with the Killer Pitchmaster show, I want us to keep it real. I'm not here for fluff. I'm not here for BS. Let's go to my guest. I'm so excited to have you here. And again, if you're new, the title of this episode is Unapologetically Breaking the Mold as a Speaker in Winning. Far too often we hear that we have to be like this in order to be a speaker. We have to know these particular people to be a speaker. And I want to challenge each and every one of you here today. Let's unapologetically break the mold. So let me go to my guest. I'm so excited to have everyone. Good morning, everyone. All right, hold on. Let's go. Dina, hi. Good morning, Queen. Danette, good morning, Queen. Joy Lynn, good morning. Joy Lynn, I'm going to get back to, I believe you're the one who sent me the email. I'm going to get back to you, okay, Queen? Victoria, good morning. Viola, do you mentor one-on-one pro bono? No, I do not, Queen. I do not. I've been speaking professionally for 25 years, and so I do have low cost options, but I do not mentor pro bono, Queen. Thank you so much for asking that question. Esmara, hi, Queen darling, Precious L. Williams. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you, Esmara. Great to see you. LinkedIn user, morning from Detroit. Morning from Brooklyn, New York. Then we have Constance. Hey, sis. Viola, entrepreneur. Yes. Joylyn, entrepreneur. Yes. Asmara, my sisterhood is the pitching business. I'm the CEO and founder of Asmara Dior and Company. Yes. Constance in Craig Mason says, speaker entrepreneur. We got a conference coming up called Let's Keep It Real Conference. Real talk to power up your 2021. Get it, boo. Get it, boo. Get it, boo. Love it, Constance. And then Terry Simmons says, international speaker, entrepreneur, good morning. So good morning to all of you. You know, Constance, I think I got an email, a message from you this morning. So I'll respond back, Queen. So again, I'm so excited to have you all here with me today. So we're going to talk about unapologetically breaking the mold as a speaker. Now, this morning I woke up and have you all ever awakened and had something on your heart? And one of the things that kept coming to me in my journey as a speaker, as an entrepreneur, as a two-time #1 best-selling author of the Bad Bitches and Power Pitches series, yes, that is the name of my book, Bad Bitches and Power Pitches, is that so many people wanted to box me in as a speaker. I can only speak about this. I can only talk about this. I had to do this. And it was putting me into these respectability politics. Like I can only do certain things when other groups are free to run the gamut when it comes to speaking. And that got me to thinking, ever since I was a little girl, I've been breaking the mold. I never wanted to be like anybody else. I never wanted to show up like anybody else. And if that's you, type in the comments, me, that you are just not like everybody else. And it's not that you're hating on anyone. It's just like, I'm not meant to do what everybody else does, right? I used to be an attorney, quit that. Done, that's done. That chapter's done. The money has been paid for it and everything like that. But I've just been different. Like I got kicked out of Georgetown University Law Center. Like I've had a lot of things happen that people would say I'm down for the count, and I was like, oh no, the story was just beginning, right? So I want to talk to you about 4 or 5 things that I hope helps break the mold for you as a speaker. And for those of you who are entrepreneurs and speaker, please take heart to what it is that I'm saying. I don't sound like anybody else. I didn't go to anybody's training and coaching school. I've been a professional speaker since I was 16 years old. And yes, I have been on the biggest shows around the world without having the connections, without knowing media contacts, without any of those sort of things. I literally willed it into existence with God's grace and mercy. So if you're sitting here thinking that a lot of us just had the hookup, no. Some of us really started with negative $400 in our bank account and willed our way on a national television and willed our way to making it happen because we were unapologetically ourselves. We weren't gonna be like in this program and that program and that program, just trying to get up to the big people. We decided we were gonna do it our way. Like Frank Sinatra, we're gonna do it our way. So if this resonates with you, type in the comments me. You can type in Frank Sinatra. Let's get it popping. So when it comes to unapologetically breaking the mold as a speaker, number one, I want you to think about building your tribe authentically and organically. What do I mean by that? As a speaker, since I was 16 years old, there were certain things I couldn't talk about when I was a teenager. But as I got older and as I became a woman, and I'm 41 years old, one of the things I started to see is that a lot of people think women over 40 or over 35 are over the hill. They've hit a wall. They've expired. And I wanted to speak to that because that's not true. In fact, I think we're in that another phase of life where we're just getting started. Oh, that was a precursor. Now here's the real, right? And so I wanted to speak to that woman who wanted to be unapologetic, that woman who didn't mind cursing, that woman who didn't mind showing up and showing out and wasn't going to allow people to tell her over and over again who she is when she finally has figured out who she is. At 40 years old, I decided who I am going to be, right? And I did that unapologetically. Regardless to who told me that this wouldn't work, regardless to the big wigs who turned their back on me when I fell, I didn't care anymore. If you wouldn't let me on your platform, it's okay. I'll create my own. If you decided that my mistakes were so bad that you would never want to be associated with me, it's fine. Let me create it for the woman who's made mistakes. Let me create it for the woman who didn't have it easy, but somehow still managed to show up and show out every day. And so by building my tribe, there are days I wake up and I'm just like, I'm ready to kick ass. I'm ready to kick ass. I'm not ready to kick butt. I'm not ready. No, I'm ready to kick ass. I'm ready to go after everyone who said I could not do it. And I want to bring my tribe along with me. So when they tell you you can't do it, it's like if I'm McDonald's, I need a Burger King. I need my adversary. You can keep telling me I can't do it. And this is for those women who are of a certain age, between the ages of 35 and 59. You can even be older, who are tired of people telling you what to do when you have earned the right to be who you are. So build your tribe based on your authenticity, not on what people tell you you should be doing. The shoulda, coulda, wouldas have gone out in my 30s. Being someone else went out a long time ago. You know what I mean? And so I'm unapologetically me, right? So I woke up this morning. Let me tell you what was in my post. And I know some people are like, oh my goodness, Precious woke up. This was my post this morning. Confidence is being able to say, fuck you, I'm the shit, without opening your mouth. Say it with your walk, your smile, and your entire being. Now, think about that. I said what I said, and I said it with my whole chest. Now, I know some people want to come after me. Do what you got to do. At the end of the day, I'm still going to be Precious Williams. Yesterday, I posted, you can't do epic shit with basic people. I said what I said with my whole chest. Now, does that speak to everyone? No, but let's be clear on that. I am not for everybody. And as soon as you understand that as a speaker, it opens doors. I don't have to be with this segment. I don't have to be with this segment. I'm creating my own lane as a speaker. I am the hashtag killer pitchmaster. Before I started, people kept saying, no one's ever going to pay for pitching. Shark Tank is doing a great job. And I said, no, they will pay for pitching because most people don't know how to do it. Most people don't know how to put sentences together. Most people don't know how to be bad bitches with power pitches. And what was I told? As a Black woman, you need to be respectable. You need to do this. And I was like, hold up. I am respectable. I have multiple degrees. I went to college and law school for free. Not only that, I came from the mud to get here. You're not going to tell me that I have to fit into a box because it makes you feel special. I'm 41 years old. I paid the cost to be the boss. If I say I want to be the killer pitch master, if Robert Townsend, MC Light, Black Enterprise, if I've been anointed, if I've been appointed as the killer pitch master, I'm going to show you why when everybody told me it would never work, that it would. That's why I want to talk about being unapologetically breaking the mold as a speaker and winning. I'm winning, just like my clients are winning. I have clients who've never spoken. All of a sudden, they're up for Speaker of the Year, Women Tech Speaker of the Year. They're getting contracts and stuff like that. If you don't believe me, check my testimonials. I do not write them. That's real people, from George Washington University to Spelman College to Forbes, LinkedIn, Google, Microsoft, Federal Reserve Bank. I work with those companies. And yes, I do curse. And no, they're not sitting up there like, oh my gosh, you're such a bad person. No, I'm not a bad person. You want to build your tribe authentically. My tribe is based on my principles and my characteristics, the ones that God blessed me with. Since I was 5 years old, I've been blessed with the gift of speech. My speech isn't like everybody else's, so don't compare me to the weak. You know what I'm saying? And so let me go see what's up with my audience, because y'all know y'all my members. So I'm gonna drop it like it's hot today. Listen, I'm dropping bombs. If it doesn't apply to you, don't worry about it. You know what I mean? But I'm just telling you, if you want to unapologetically break the mold, you are going to ruffle some feathers. You are going to have people who think that you think you're such and such, and you're just like, no, I'm being me. And in this day and age, if everyone else who looks nothing like me can be themselves, let me be me. So let me go to my peeps. Let me go to my peeps. Okay. All right. All right, let me go. Okay, Brian, so great to have you. Then we have Victorio, founder and CEO, Virtual Profit Life. Love it. Dylan says, do your thing. Constance says, yes, you did. Yes. Asmara, me. Victorio says, me. Honorable William Russell Moore. Get it, boo. Victoria says, me. Honorable William Russell Moore says, nuclear kaboom. Joy Lynn says, I'm so different. Thank God. Honorable William Moore says, me. That's what I'm talking about. Randy. Yes. Arthur Stacy. Frank Sinatra. Get it, boo. Arthur Stacy. Let's get it popping. Danette. Frank Sinatra all day, every day. What? Victoria's Frank Sinatra, Amarimba. That's my girl. That's my client. What's up, Amarimba? Good morning, Queen. Good morning, Laura. How are you? Hello to you too. Okay, Asmar, I'm totally different. God has anointed me with a special spirit and a special personality. I'm touched by an angel, Precious Williams. I am an unapologetic businesswoman. Get it, boo. Jordan says, I have a Frank Sinatra CD in my car, CD changer. Boom. Tonya says, good morning, Precious Amber. Good morning, Queen. Brandy says, yes. Laura D says, be you, Precious. Tanya says, amen. Do you. Viola says, don't compare me to the weak. Wait, hold on. Sorry, y'all. Sometimes I go fast. Hold on. Viola says, don't compare me to the weak. Please don't. Monfique, hey, love. Veronica, good morning. Amarimba, Nugget, if you don't apply to you, don't worry about it. That's what I'm trying to say. Hold on, I feel like I missed some people. Hold on, y'all. Tanya says, amen, do you. Viola says, bad bitches with power pitches. That's what I do all day, every day. Victoria says, please excuse me for a moment. Victoria, we'll be here when you get back. Viola says, fit in the box that makes you feel comfortable. Yes. Amaramba says, we are not about that in a box life. No, we're not. Viola says, don't compare me to the weak. Monfique, hey. Veronica says, morning. Amaramba says, if it doesn't apply, don't worry about it. Rose, good morning, Queen. Paula says, when you can truly be your truly authentic self, that brings total freedom. Yes, it does. LinkedIn user, me. People always want to fit others into a box. I'm not a follower. Get it, Christine. You know how we do, boo. Hi. Okay. So that was number one. Number two, I want you all as speakers to rally around something that no one really thinks about or no one really talks about as speakers, right? So I told you I rallied around pitching because you have motivational speakers, you have transformational speakers, you have inspirational speakers, you have you have educational speakers, you have entertaining speakers. You have all of those. I'm the pitch master. Break the mold, right? So even if you're in those realms, what is your name? How do you differentiate yourself? I want you to think about it. One of the things that I crack on is ageism and racism. No, I'm not a DEI expert, but what I'm saying is I'm speaking to those who would seek to put Black people, people of color in a box. No, I don't have children. No, I have no baby daddies. No, I don't. Like when I walk around, people can't see that I have multiple degrees. They can't see that been on Shark Tank. They can't see that I'm a two-time #1 best-selling author. That is not the first thing when people see me as a Black woman. They don't think about those sort of things. So I'm here to crack the code. I'm here to be unapologetic about who I am and the women that I serve. I truly work with the top Fortune 500 companies. People always ask me, how did you get in? As if it's impossible. It's not impossible. But I did it my way. I didn't do it by following her. I didn't do it by following him. I did it by showing up and creating the type of content that my audience wants to hear. They're not interested in hearing the cutesy. Oh my God, they're not interested in that. They want somebody to give it to them real and raw. So I want to break open the mold on ageism. I'm 41. The dog is 41. I'm okay with being 41. In fact, I'm happy because I'm living in my truth now. There's no reason to lie about anything. There's no reason to lie about being homeless and an addict. And I don't lie about any of that. So somebody wants to come up as I go up. Yes, because I'm being courted by television networks and films. Please believe I don't have to lie to y'all about it. Y'all see it. There were people who would literally sit up here and say, oh, she's not doing that. So when I was at LinkedIn, I was like, oh, by the way, we're doing behind the scenes. When I was at InStyle magazine this year, I was like, oh, here we are behind the scenes. Don't compare me to the weak. Don't compare me to people who lie on social media. Everything I said I did. You can check me out. So why is it important to rally around something that no one's really talking about or being so forceful about it? It's because you'll stand out. We're here to unapologetically break the mold. I'm not here to tell you something you keep hearing over and over. I ain't here for that. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I don't give a fuck about it. Why? Because life isn't this cutesy, everything is perfect, or if you work hard, that all of this follows. It's like, no, but you have to build connections. You have to build relationships. You have to do the things that most people are afraid to do. You have to put yourself out there right now. You have to be visible. You have to show that when people are shrinking, you are rising and you are growing. So when I tell you I ain't for everybody, as speakers, neither should you be. I shouldn't be on every stage and neither should you. If you're new, there's nothing wrong with speaking for free to build up your craft. As you get more and more along, you have the right to say no to things that don't make sense to you. You have the right. When people say to you, "Oh, I can get you exposure and stuff like that," if you've been doing it, I've been doing this 25 years. I don't have to speak on every stage. I don't have to speak at every virtual event. I don't have to speak for free because you asked me. I don't. And again, I'm not here to just ruffle feathers, but I am here to make you think twice about the way people come at you as a speaker. As a speaker who's been doing this 25 years, I have the right to say no to things that don't make sense to me or might serve a purpose. I don't want to be on the same stage as every other speaker in my thing. So rally around something. So I'm gonna rally around ageism, racism. I'm gonna rally about being the pitch master in a sea of people who look nothing like me, who, I was winning pitch competitions against people who look nothing like me, and people were so stunned. Where do you get your confidence from? I get it from God, and because I don't have to lie about who I am. You see what I'm saying? So remember, number one, build your tribe authentically around your values, what you see fit, what God has blessed you with. You're not here to be the cookie cutter of anybody else. I'm not here to be her or him. I'm not here to build on your respectability politics or that person's. I wrote my book specifically for unapologetic women who are tired of people boxing them in. So that's going to ruffle feathers for people who want to box you in. I'm going to fight against ageism. I'm going to fight against racism, even though I'm not a DEI expert. So if this is resonating with you all in the comments, say yes. Yes. What are you rallying against? What are you fighting against as you building your platform as a speaker? I told you we're doing this unapologetically. Come for me. I had someone come in the comments for me yesterday when I said you can't do epic shit with basic people. I say, well, basic, you talking about education. I wasn't talking about education. That's your lens of looking at what I said. Basic people to me mean people who have no vision and no dreams. It has nothing to do with education. My grandmother has an eighth grade education, and that woman was a visionary because she birthed me. She birthed in me that I would be speaking to Oprah, that I would be speaking to presidents. She spoke that over me with an eighth grade education. It's not about basic people. That has nothing to do with education. It deals with vision and how far you want to go. And truth be told, the higher up the food chain you get, the more people feel compelled to come after you. Well, you know what? Come with it because you know my name and I don't know yours. So let's talk about being unapologetic about who we are. Let me go back to my guests because I know my guests are popping right now. I know they popping. Let's get it popping in these streets. Let's get it popping. Okay, hold on, y'all. All right. Bernard says, good energy, good vibes. So I'm coming at you. I'm unapologetic. Monfique, thanks for being so authentic, girl. Me and you've been rocking since March, since Halifax, Nova Scotia. Laura D. Harvard. Find out more about Precious at www.perfectpicturesbyprecious.com. See, that's a queen right there who's bigging me up even in my own thing. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Queen. Bernard, hard work. Terry says, educating and motivating people from their comfort zone is my specialty. Get it, boo. Okay, and Marimba says, real and raw. Get it, boo. Y'all know how we get in these streets. Constance is 41 in the house, always. Terry says, keep it real. Terry says, yes. Rose says, 60 and 5, always, queen. Always, always. Hold on. Y'all know I got to go slowly. It's not cookie cutter. People want authenticity. Laura says, yes. Veronica says, yes. Brandy says, yes. Joy Lynn says, yes. And says, yes and yes. I'm so with you, says, yes. Rose says, facts. Facts. Viola, managing partner and principal at the International Institute of Family Development. We're building the Africa we deserve, making the dream come true for African countries, realizing national development plans by establishing $1 million by 2030 through diaspora, businessman engagement. Get it, Viola. Okay, so this queen will not be stopped. So I have two more tips to give you, but before we do that, I just want to share some things with you because some of you all may not have ever heard of me before. And again, I am Precious Williams. I'm the proud founder and CEO of Perfect Pitches by Precious, and I love teaching on the art and science of the killer pitch. As a 13-time national elevator pitch champion who's been on everything from Shark Tank, CNN, Wall Street Journal, Forbes magazine, movies, documentaries, and I said around the world, I mean that. I mean that, right? So I'm an international professional speaker. I'm a corporate trainer to the top Fortune 500 companies, and I did it the way that I'm telling y'all, right? So if you're interested, my first two books are Bad Bitches and Power Pitches for women entrepreneurs and speakers only. And then I have a workbook companion. So if you've ever wanted to learn more about pitching, you can purchase these books. They are on my website, www.perfectpitchesbyprecious.com. And you can go with the Work With Me page and you'll see where to get my books. I also want to share some other things with you all. If you ever been interested in buying from Black entrepreneurs, Black businesses, there is www.shopblackweek.org/business. You can see a lot of businesses there that have a lot of things to offer, from books and programs and services to you. So if you want to patronize and you want to support Black businesses, especially during National Black Business Week, Shop Black Business Week, check us out at www.shopblackweek.org/business. You're going to find me there. You're going to find a host of other great and talented Black businesses that we do pillows and, we do hair products, like all sorts of things. So if you want to patronize, definitely do that. And here is something special for all of you who have already purchased my books. My third book is called Pitching for Profit, the Bad Bitches Playbook for Turning Conversations into Currency. That book will debut next year, and I am having a Black Friday sale where you can get it for $5. My next book for $5 by going to this link below. $5. A Black Friday pre-sale. I'm so excited. The book is done. Just so we're clear, I'm not one of those people that's just talking about it. The book is done. Y'all know I always have my books done before I even have it in pre-sale. The book is done. But if you want to get it for $5 in pre-sale before it goes, when it goes on sale, it's going to be $25. So if you want to get it for $5, go to that link. And just want to share that with you. So if you're interested in Black-owned businesses, go to www.shopblackweek.org/business. Or if you want to pick up my next book, my third book, which will be a bestseller, I really feel that, just like my first two were, you can get my third book for $5, Black Friday pre-sale. You can go to that link. So let me go back to my people, and then I'm going to share with you all. Hold on just a second. Y'all know how sometimes when you're working this, it can be a problem. Okay, so I'm going to go to my comments, and I want to make sure. Okay, hold on. So Dylan said, this queen will not be stopped. No, I will not. Okay, so Laura says, I love your books and I'm looking forward to purchasing your third book, Pitching for Profit, coming out April 13th, 2021. Do it, Precious. Yes, thank you, Laura. My first time log. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. My first time logging. Thanks for the review. Nothing better than going live. Yes, Veronica. Yes. Viola says, I want the book. So there you can get the book for $5. $5 in pre-sale. Okay. So let's get to the last two. Y'all know we don't play no games in these streets. The last two. So when you're unapologetically breaking the mold as a speaker, you want to get your network involved, right? So I don't mean your network like just who's on your mailing list or anything like that, but your actual network. Who's on your LinkedIn? Who's on your Twitter? Who's on your social media? Who shows up on your Facebook? You want to get them involved with you as a speaker, right? So if you're going to networking events, I need you to be telling people what truly makes you different. So what is your elevator pitch when you're going to events? How are you making yourself different from everyone else? If you're a graphic designer, if you're a web designer, if you create hair products, whatever, you have to make sure that people understand what your difference is. If you only thing you say is you're a motivational speaker, to me, you're a dime a dozen. I don't want to hear a motivational speaker. I want to hear someone who's going to kick my ass and make sure I get it together. I don't want motivation. I want somebody who's going to put their foot on me and say, hey, get it done. You're destined for greatness. Someone who's going to challenge me. Challenge coach. If you're someone who's like, get your shit done, coach, that's who I want to hear from. I don't want to hear from a motivational speaker. And y'all know I'm unapologetically me. So think about that. Think about what I'm saying. Get your network involved. Get your network involved. Get your network involved. So what does that mean? What does that mean? With me, as I told y'all last week, you have to every 1 to 3 months, let your network know what your successes are. Send an email, not to your email list, but to your VIPs and the people who you know who follow and support everything you do. Let them know what you're doing. Listen, in the last 2 weeks, I have gotten the Inspiration Award from Savvy Ladies. I have won the Stevie Award, Maverick of the Year 2020. I'm a silver medalist. My book, my first book, Bad Bitches and Power Pitches, was reviewed by Publishers Weekly and given an A grade in everything. This book that's a year old, went from being a number one bestseller to being back on the bestsellers list a year later. Think about that. That's because of the power of network. That's the power of network. You know, I got into the Babson College Black Women's Entrepreneurial Leadership Program. That's a big deal. That's a very, very big deal. My book was reviewed by the Independent Authors Network and named finalist of the year in business, sales, and economics. This is a year-old book. This is what I want you all to be putting out about yourself. Even if you don't have a book, what I want you to do is let people know what your successes are. There are going to be people who say all you do is brag. Listen, no one cares when McDonald's posts every day, buy something, buy something, buy something. There's a reason, because the more you hear it, the more it becomes real to you. When someone just says, oh, you know, I'm gonna have a billboard in Times Square, you hear it and you don't hear it. When I showed you at a billboard in Times Square for Bad Bitches and Power Pitches, it became real to people. But I had to keep letting y'all know it was coming. And when you saw it, it was real. That is the power of network. People started putting me around. That's how Forbes magazine found me. That's how they were like, oh, we want to publish your next books. Think about that. This is Forbes magazine, and my book is called Bad Bitches and Power Pitches. Where they do that at? Why they write an article called Pitching That Is Bitching? That's the name of the article that reviewed my book. So I'm not telling you something that's not true. I'm telling you things that are real for all of you. If you want to unapologetically break the mold as a speaker, you have to be honest about who you are and who you serve. I don't serve people who are not ready to get up and go. I serve the women who are like tired of fitting into boxes that they no longer fit into. Right? And so I did it my way, Frank Sinatra. You know what I mean? So think about that. Get your network involved. It's because of my network. I got a email from one of my peeps, from another peep who was like, yo, I got a speaking gig at this big organization. I want to put your name in. And when we got on the phone yesterday, she was like, yo, I already put your name in. You know what I'm saying? What's your rates? What's your rates? And I was like, giving it to her. And she was like, cool. I thought that's what it was going to be. Think about that. From someone in my network to another person in the network who nominated me for a big speaking gig. If you don't think speakers are being paid today, you are smoking. I'm telling you, there's still paid speaking engagements. I spoke at George Washington University. That's a paid speaking engagement. I don't care what people tell you. Some people can pay and some people can't. When they can't pay, what else can they do? Can they buy a couple of your books? Can they buy 25 of your books? Make it worth your while. But just telling people to speak for free and no one's paying is not true. If you're new, just keep this in mind. Build up your craft before you start charging people. That's all I'm saying. Because if you're not ready for this, you're not ready. But as experienced speakers will know, I don't play games in these streets. 25 years, that's worth something. And not 25 years at the bottom, 25 years, Shark Tank and all kinds of things. So I'm telling you, I ain't fake about nothing I'm saying in these streets. Nothing. Have I been humbled? Yes. When I was homeless, I was humbled. When I was a severe alcoholic, I was humbled. And God told me, the wretch, he took me, a wretch like me, and built me into who I am today. He told me, stop the lies about being perfect. Stop it. Stop. You don't have to do the Fendi, the Gucci, none of that. Show people what I did for you. He took me from the bottom 2 years ago, walking out of a freaking program, and built me up to be standing in front of Viacom, Love and Hip Hop, and all of them. I did that. I spoke at LinkedIn. And then the head of program at a major network walked up to me and said, I want you on a show. Think about that. That is real. If y'all don't believe me, check the receipts. Let me check on my peeps. Let me see what's good in these streets. Let me see what's good with my peeps. Viola, but I want to be mentored. I see you. I feel you. I feel you too, Viola. Caroline Fairchild, killing. That's what I'm talking about, Caroline. Caroline had me on the show, the LinkedIn News show, Business Unusual. I love you, Caroline. Thank you so much for having me on your show. You opened doors that no one else did. Thank you so much, Caroline. Constance says, my screen's acting crazy. I need that link for your new book. Caroline, the link is I'm sorry. Constance, the link is below, and I'll make sure to put it in our chat on Messenger too. Okay, Queen? Okay, so Viola said just bought the book on Amazon. Thank you. But my third book hasn't come out yet. So you got my first book, Queen. Daryl Jacob says, good stuff. Thank you, Daryl. Laura D. Harvey says, that is me. Get it done. Rose says, yes. Joy Lynn says, damn fake humbleness. Keep showing those receipts. You know I will, Queen. Brandy, yes, they are. Brandy, believe it. Um, my girl Kelly Charles Collins from Ladies Who Leverage. I need to get at Ladies Who Leverage. I'm an investor in the group, and that is a group that all of us need to be a part of. Run me my what was her name on Love and Hip Hop? Apple Watts. Run me my money. Run me my money. Run me my money, y'all. Run me my money. Okay, so and finally, number 4, you have to be a speaker for your tribe. Don't do it for the likes. Don't do it for the gram. I don't give a fuck about none of those likes, and I don't give a fuck about none of that. I don't. A lot of us like, oh, how many likes did I get? I don't care about none of that. Did my tribe feel me when I got up this morning? Does my tribe feel me? Are they getting my books? Are they seeing that I'm different from everybody else? My question to you is, are you doing it for your tribe? Or are you doing it for vanity metrics? Vanity doesn't pay your bills. Do it for the tribe that's going to be with you when the likes won't. Okay? Run me my money or run me my pay. Run me my money the way I get paid. For those people who are watching, and there are some people on here who dissed me years ago, and it's fine. It's fine. I'm glad you did because you made me stronger. You made me so much stronger for what life prepared me for, right? So at the end of the day, let's go over these 4 again. And if y'all are feeling me, type yes in the comments because I want to know that y'all are feeling me today. So when it comes to unapologetically breaking the mold as a speaker, number 1, build your tribe authentically based on your values, the things that make that you want to do, the change you want to see in the world. Be yourself at all times. If you curse, that's what you are. If you're a little hood, that's what you are. If you are in the ivory tower, that's who you are. It's cool. Just like Gwyneth Paltrow can do the goop, I can be Precious Williams and be the killer pitch master slaying all fucking competition all day long. You know what I'm saying? If you allow other groups to be themselves, allow Black women, women of color, men of color, like allow all of us to have that same joy. Respectability politics play a role in certain things, but I have my degrees. And even if I didn't have a degree, I'm still Precious fucking Williams. And just like God told me, make the impossible look easy. Number 2, rally around someone no one really thinks about. Think about ageism and racism. You saying, oh, people talk about it all the time. No, they don't. Not from the perspective that you will. People say that because I'm 41, I'm old, I'm over the hill, I've hit the wall, nobody wants me, I've expired. My gift to the world is for women my age is to know, oh no, baby, that was a precursor. That was a warm-up. Oh, it's time now. You're about to get the fever for the flavor of what we have. Experience matters. Youth is beautiful and cute. 6-pack abs is great, but it's wasted on that. When you're my age, that's when the real talent shines, right? I'm not Mark Zuckerberg. I'm not Bill Gates. I am not Steve Jobs. I'm none of those people. I didn't grow up with a garage. I didn't grow up, listen, it was cooking it up in a crock pot. That's what it was. And so my story is just as valid as anyone else's. You know what I mean? I was 327 pounds when I started my first company, and no one believed in me until I got on television and proved to the world that full figure divas and plus size fashionistas matter. And I was dating a very famous Hollywood actor. Riddle me that. Riddle me that. Okay. Number 3, get your network involved in what it is that you're doing. If you have little pockets, just get them involved. Let them know what you're doing. And if you have VIPs in your network, not your email list, but in your network, every month send them a listing of what you're doing, like the successes you're having, the things you're crushing. Let them know. Get it popping. As my girl Kelly Charles Collins, she did a challenge last week based on something I said last week and the week before that. Ask for recommendations and ask for testimonials. Do it now, because people read those testimonials on LinkedIn. Get it popping. Let people know I'm shining in these streets. I didn't write these testimonials. This is what happens when real people work with me. And number 4, do it for your tribe, not for the likes or vanity metrics. Do it for your people, not for the gram. Okay. So I'm gonna look and see my people. Let me look at my peeps. Let me look at my peeps. Okay, Laura, contact Precious at www.perfectpitchesbyprecious.com /contact. That's a real sister right there, putting my stuff out there while I'm talking. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Ladies Who Leverage. That's my Ladies Who Leverage sister. Thank you. Yes, Brandy. Yes, Monfig. Yes, Arthur Stacy. Yes. Yes, Kelly Charles. Number one, build your tribe authentically on your values. That's my girl Kelly. She know what time it is. Paula, yes, I don't cuss, but I love your energy. I will certainly apply this information in my respective field. Thank you, Paula. And it's okay that you don't curse. If you feel what I'm saying, we right here, Queen. Professionally ratchet is who I be. Don't let the law degree fool you. I'm a true salt of the earth. I'm black, brilliant, and badass. Get it, Kelly. Kelly, run me my money. Okay. Wait, hold on. Professionally wretched. Okay, let me just make sure, y'all. Constant, say that. Laura, yes, your story matters. Number three, get your network involved in what you're doing. You got to. Viola, 327 pounds, no fucking way. I'm so ashamed of my size being 6 feet tall and over 309. Baby, I started Curvy Girls Lingerie, got on MSNBC's Your Business with JJ Ramberg, walked away with $500,000 check, then won 13 national business elevator pitch competitions, added $150,000 to that, started my business $650,000 from negative $400. Riddle me that. Veronica, take notes today. Thank you. Constance, 1 to 4. Yes, I'm on track, sis. So again, I love all of your comments. I love all of your comments, everyone. Thank you so much for being here for me. I'm not done, but I just want to make sure today, I want to make sure that everyone understands that this is about unapologetically breaking the mold in speaking as a speaker and winning. You can believe the lies that the world will tell you. You need to be fake, phony, always be pictured with this person and that, or you can you can break the mold and create your own lane. I am the hashtag killer pitchmaster. I am hired by the top companies in the world to slay all competition through powerful pitch training, coaching, communication skills training. If you don't believe me, check my receipts. Finally, I really want you all, if you love what I said today, please like, comment, and share it with someone else. Type their names in the comments so that they can see this and know that it's for them too, right? And so finally, to end, and again, please keep posting your comments. I want to see them. I want to acknowledge everyone who's come here today. If you love Black businesses, if you want to see them succeed, if you want to see them grow, please consider supporting Shop Black Week. It is a week, November 20th through the 27th, so right after Thanksgiving. This is a group of Black businesses that could use your support right now. They have hair products, they have beauty products, they have books, they have puzzles, they have so many different things, coaches, consulting, all sorts of things that could use your support right now. In the midst of a pandemic and economic downturn and social unrest, please patronize these businesses. A lot of things are under $25, under $50. Please consider supporting them. I'm on there with my books, Bad Bitches and Power Pitches, for women entrepreneurs and speakers only. I'm also there as a coach and a consultant and as a speaker. Please consider supporting those people because I believe in Black businesses, and I believe in all businesses, but I believe in Black businesses and helping them succeed in the midst of pandemic. And also, if you already have my books, please consider getting my third book, Pitching for Profit, the Bad Bitches Playbook for turning conversations into currency, for only $5. The link is right here. It's scrolling across your screen. It's to get my next book for only $5 and Black Friday pre-sale. Go to this link. It's right there. If you for somehow can't write it or remember it, email me at precious@perfectpitchesbyprecious.com and I'll make sure to email you the link. I'll make sure you get that link for $5. You're really supporting me. The book is written. Don't worry about it. I'm not fishing for the book is written. Trust, right? So if you want to support my third book, Pitching for Profit, the Bad Bitches Playbook for turning conversation into currency, for only $5 in pre-sale. You can get it today for $5. And finally, for all of you who've always wanted to know how to purchase digital products from me, if you don't have time to meet with me one-on-one as a coaching client, I have the $47 Pitch Slap bundle where you'll get 3 of my video courses for $47. So it's pitching with confidence, pitch please, the art of successfully pitching anything. And then I have a third one that I'm not going to tell you about, but if you go to that site, you will see. So you can get all 3 for $47. And if you want to learn more about me, about what I can do for your organization as a speaker, as a consultant, or anything, you're welcome to go to www.perfectpitchesbyprecious.com, and you can see more about me, the things that I have done, the things that my clients are doing right now, from never speaking to being up for Women's Speaker of the Year, to getting consulting contracts in the hundreds of thousands of dollars, to getting media interest, to actually being on Shark Tank this year, season 12. This is what I do for my clients. If it's ever in doubt, go to my website. Go check me out on LinkedIn. I'm so thankful to LinkedIn for providing me with this show, Keeping It Real with the Killer Pitchmaster. I am thankful for all that LinkedIn has done for me. And before I leave, let me just make sure that I address my guests. Okay. PC Centers, look at God, no limits. Yes. Kelly Charles Collins, you know I love every ounce of you. You're such an inspiration. You keep me going. Kelly, the same is mutual. If you all want to, email me because you can't remember all of those links, please email me and I'll make sure you get the links to the $47 Pitch Slap bundle. Or you can get, I'll send you the link to get my third book for $5 in Black Friday pre-sale. Or if you want to learn more about Shop Black Week, I will get you that information, okay? That is my email address. Also, Laura, these are my Ladies Who Leverage sisters. If you want to learn more about Ladies Who Leverage, Kelly put the link in the comments so that women know that there is a group of women who will always show up for you, who will always support you. They will support you by buying time on your calendar. We have summits, we have engagements, we have Christmas parties. We do a lot of things that women really need support with right now. We're a very diverse group. So we have white, Black, Indian, Latin. We have every type of woman in there, and we're all supporting. Whether you're an MLM company, whether you started your own company, whether you're a corporate exec, we will take you all in Ladies Who Leverage. Thank you so much, Laura. And Constance says, yes, I want it. Yeah, Constance, if you don't see it, the link is right below, okay? And then Asmara, you're always an inspiration and motivation to us. Thank you, Asmara. And Laura says, for this awesome $47 offer, go to this link. I thank you all so very much. Asmara, thank you. Joylyn, thank you for all your jewels you drop. I'm rich, bitch. Thank you all so very much. Again, for those who didn't see it, my Black Friday book offer is there. Let me just make sure I did everything right. And again, if you want my $47 bundle, great. Please like, comment, and share this video with others. I do this for you all. I don't do it for the gram. I do it for you all. I hope you all learned something very important today. This is the Keeping It Real show with the Killer Pitchmaster. Special thanks to LinkedIn. Special thanks to Caroline for having me on the show Business Unusual with LinkedIn, breaking open doors for me that had remained shut for so long. Thank you all for loving a woman who was formerly homeless, a severe alcoholic, who rose above all of those to become the Killer Pitchmaster, 13-time National Elevator Pitch Champion, 2-time #1 best-selling author, and I work with the best companies in the world. My books are Bad Bitches and Power Pitches for women entrepreneurs and speakers only. And also, I love, love, love you all. If there are no more comments, I love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Kelly Charles Collins, let me just finish off. Ladies Who Leverage, www.teamlwl. We would love to empower you to leverage your expertise, resources, and relationships to build your business, brand, and badassery. Join us and bring your sister friends. Please do. Love you all. Mwah. Bye.